Welcome to Let's Talk About It, the podcast where nothing is off limits, even the things you group chat avoids with Kat and Carlee. I'm Kat.
And I'm Carlee.
Why you do that? You did that. That was you. This time.
You started it. You were like, as soon as the countdown was over.
No.
That's so funny.
All right, Carlee. How's your day been today?
My day's been pretty good. I got my nails done.
Period.
So nice and yeah, it's hard to tell on here, but this is like the cat eye. But anyway, they're so cute for Christmas. And then I came home, cleaned up my house, had some lunch, and now I'm doing this. How about you? How's your day? What'd you say?
Your in-laws are coming over?
Oh, yeah, for dinner.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna make steak fajita nachos.
I'm so jealous.
And I'm gonna make mango margarita. Wow, I can't even talk. Mango margarita slushies in my Ninja slushie that you got me for my birthday. So shout out.
Period.
Shout out to Catherine for getting me the Ninja slushie. I'm so hyped.
Limited edition. Limited edition.
Yeah, I would show it, but it's in my kitchen.
Yeah. Beautiful.
Yeah, it's mint and strawberry color.
Yeah. Matches your...
Yeah. Because I have mint appliances, and I love pink.
Today I really didn't do much. I don't have the kids today, and we're recording on a different day today. Like this week is a little wishy-washy. We're trying to figure out like a new schedule, so be patient with us. I don't have my kids today, so I really haven't done much. I woke up late. I've just been doing laundry. I cleaned up a little bit. Still got a few things to clean. Got to give my dogs baths, and then go grocery shopping. Finish up my Christmas shopping, and that's basically it. But
yeah, are you excited for Christmas?
Am I excited for Christmas? I'm so excited for my kids to open their gifts, and then, excuse me, all the other people. Like, I'm excited for the white elephant because I got like a good gift this year for white elephant. So
hopefully you get a good gift in return.
Yeah. Are you excited?
I mean, I know that's not the point.
Well, the one year I ended up with fucking coasters. Okay, coasters. But anyway, are you excited for Christmas?
Yeah, I think so.
I'm ready to see what's in that big box that you got sitting in there.
I know, yeah. I'm telling you, I really have no clue. But there's 2 other gifts under there. I put a gift under there for Julian's mom, and then Julian's gifts under there too. So, well, one of them. I just only wrapped 2 gifts so far.
I haven't wrapped shit yet, though.
Yeah, girl, trust me. I told myself I'd wrap this weekend, and I'm like, they're still tomorrow. They're still tonight. Excuse my loud ass vacuum mop.
I can't really hear it.
All right. Well, you see her right there?
Because Carlee's bougie and rich, so she got everything.
I am not rich. Don't tell people that. I'm not rich.
No, she's not.
Far from it.
You just act rich.
Yeah. I'm one of those people. Fake it till you make it. So,
there you go.
I just like nice things. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that.
I like me a good coach bag.
You know what I'm saying? If you want to spend your money how you want to spend it, honey, that's what I tell people. It's nobody's business but yours.
What I say is, like, I can't take the money with me when I die, so the fuck, exactly. I must spend it.
Exactly. If I die tomorrow, guess what? I'm happy because I bought all the shit I wanted. So, maybe I haven't traveled like some people, but I'll tell you, exactly. I like my home, and I'm comfortable. That's what matters.
That is what matters.
I like to make my life convenient, and that robot vacuum makes my life a lot easier. Yeah, especially with my injury. It's hard for me to sweep and mop every single day.
I do?
Yeah, I couldn't do it. Like, I don't know how you do it. Oh. I mean, you have no choice because you have kids and dogs and cats, but that's why I would get one of these babies.
Might probably break it, or my kids, so.
They might.
This is so random. What's on my Christmas list? This is so random. You ready for this? You might laugh. The laser hair removal shit. Like the machine, because this mustache, I don't know, man. With this old age, it's getting worse and worse. I swear to God, every day is darker. I'm sitting here and I can see it on the screen. I say, damn, I got 5 o'clock shadow. And I don't even
see anything. You're tripping.
Look hard. Now you're not going to be able to unsee it. You see it. Anyway.
You're crazy. But anyway, now that we're done, today's episode's about, as Catherine takes a sip, Forgot
I
to look at my.
almost spit out my drink because I forgot it was my turn to speak. Today's about the glow up you don't see. The theme of this episode is, basically behind the scenes of like your journey of self growth, the healing, what were some of the setbacks that you had, and all the emotional things that go into that. Because, self growth is really hard and there are a lot of setbacks.
I agree with that. Well, on that note, do you think you're the same person you were 10 years ago compared to now?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I think that in general, like generally speaking, I think that people grow every day, every week, every month, every year. You change, because you go through things, stuff like that. So I don't think that I'm anywhere close to who I was 10 years ago. The person I was 10 years ago was a piece of shit. So what
Well,
about
not to
you?
me, but
Yeah, not to you, not to you. Maybe a little bit.
no, you weren't.
We didn't
You
talk for almost a year, so
weren't. That wasn't 10 years ago, though. We were in high
no,
school 10 years ago.
don't even roll. Don't. That was only 3 years ago. I graduated 3 years ago. I'm young.
I wish. Anyway, man, I definitely don't think I'm the same, like, at all. I think I've gone through a lot of things in life that have really changed my perspective and my outlook on life and on friendships and on people
Yeah.
in general. And I really think that I've learned to handle things differently and to just be a better person and to also be more like in the moment and not try to focus on what can I do to do this. Like I'm not so much worried about a billion other things. Like I try to focus on the now, like the present, because like there's no better time than the present, you know?
That's true.
Yeah. So, yeah, I just think like the people who don't change much in especially a long period, like 10 years is a long time
Yeah.
to think about. I just feel like those people are people who are closed-minded and don't see any room for growth because we could all grow.
Absolutely. There's always room for growth. And something that I have learned over the years is taking advice from people. Like before, like if you try to give me advice about how I am, how I respond to people 10 years ago, I would be like, who the fuck are you to tell me? You know what I mean? But now, like, I want to know. Like, if I'm responding to you a certain way and you don't like that, or you notice that I'm talking to people a certain way, I like to hear
And
that. Like, oh, hey, like, because you tell me all the time, girl. Like, you and I be on the phone, I be talking to this person, like, type crazy, and you're like, yo, that was a little mean. Like, maybe you should. I'm like, you right, you right. But
yeah,
before, I would be like, it's not mean. That's just who I am. You don't like it,
yeah.
get over it. But now, no, it's just like, I want to hear that because I
Maybe I
want to,
shouldn't have worded it like that.
yeah, like, I don't want to hurt anybody. That's not my intentions. Like, but 10 years ago, I was hurt. So
Yeah.
I just had a lot of,
I mean, a lot of things happen. Sorry, I'm just looking at notes.
you're fine. So like, do you think that part of healing is like stop joking about things and like rushing past what hurts you? Also, because like I know that I joke around a lot about everything. Like I'll be like, "Oh yeah, it's trauma," and I laugh about it, or like I bring something up from my childhood and I make fun of it. But that's not good. That means like you're still holding on to that, and I'm just like, "Oh, it doesn't affect me. It doesn't bother me." But like in reality, I think it still does, and that's why I joke about it or bring it up.
Yeah, I just think that that's more of like unresolved issues that you kind of like are like, well, the only thing I have left is I can make a joke. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Because it's like, well, it happened already. You're past that point. It's been all these years. You've processed it probably in 10 different ways.
Hmm.
And now, like, the best way you can live with that in this moment is by laughing about it.
Yeah, but I
You
feel
know?
like what's very important and part of healing is to sit with your grief instead of distracting it.
Hmm.
Like I think jokes are like one of the ways to distract yourself from what's hurting you.
Yeah, no, 100%. I mean, like that could go so many ways, right? Like, I mean, a lot of people have things that I'm sure they don't talk about or they don't process or they don't think about, and it's like nobody's sitting here saying like forgive them and forget about it and whatever. Like, I'm not saying that. I'm not one of those people, and I'll never ever tell anybody like you have to forgive and forget in order to move on and heal and no. That's not how that works, right? So like, I know for me, I just personally, I don't hate. Let me correct myself. I try not to hate
Yeah.
anybody, right? Because I don't like that. And I don't like to hate people because then I'm giving you that power, right, over me. Like, me putting all that hate and energy into you, it's just not worth it to me. Like, I really strongly dislike a handful of people on Earth, unfortunately. But it is what it is, you know what I mean? Like, I don't care. And I'm sure there's people who don't like me, so it's like, whatever, you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to sit there and harp on it, and I hope they're not harping on it, because if they are, honey, let it go. Don't worry about it. Let it out. I won't answer. Just let it out. Unless you want me to. I'll reply. Go ahead. I probably won't reply, but you'll probably just be blocked for the rest of my life. But if you're not already. But anyway, yeah, I don't have time. Like, that's one thing for me is like, I don't have time for that stupidity anymore in my life. Like, I've dealt with it enough. I
Yeah.
don't want to deal with it anymore. I don't want to deal with those kind of people. I don't want to be around those kind of people. I don't want that energy around me. I just don't want people who cannot grow or change themselves for the better around me, because what's the point of that? You're just gonna bring me down, and I'm not trying to go down with you.
That's true.
This is not the Titanic. I'll rest in peace to those people, but I am not going down with you. I will find myself a rowboat.
I hate you so much.
Listen,
I think I have a lot of emotional work that needs to still be done, but I think I have done a
you've
lot.
done a lot, yeah.
I have had a lot of emotional growth, but I still have so much more work to do. But my biggest problem is I let other people affect my mood.
Hmm.
And I notice that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if I care about you and you're angry or upset, I'm thinking it's got to do with me. Or if I can't help you solve this issue, then it affects me. Then I get upset. Then I get angry. You know what I mean? Then I feel that type of way. And I really, really am so fucking tired. So fucking tired, Carlee. Like I could cry saying it. Like I'm exhausted.
And that's because you're letting other people control your emotional well-being, like I said.
Yeah, and that's one of my downfalls and it's something I really have to work on. But like it's so hard because I'm such a
Yeah.
caring person.
Mhm.
I rather have other people happy and me be miserable. But at this point, like right now, today, as I sit here on December fucking 13th, I'm literally tired. I feel defeated. You know, like
Well, and that goes too to you're the only person who can change that, right?
yeah, and I'm trying so hard. So
I
hard.
mean, the first step in trying is knowing that you have to make changes, in my opinion. The second step is implementing those changes.
Yeah.
So, unfortunately, it's one of those things like people could give you advice, I could give you advice, we can give whoever advice.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter, but you're going to do it when you are fully ready and when you've really just had enough of just dealing with it. And only when enough is enough, right? Because you don't want to live the rest of your life like that.
Mhm.
That's not healthy.
No.
It's not good for you. It's not good for your kids. It's not good even for the other people. You know what I'm saying? Like, as much as maybe they don't see it, or maybe they do, who knows? We're not them, but it's just not good. And why would they want to live like that?
Yeah, but like, with me, normally like I'm a fighter. Like not like that. Like I will fight for you, like you know what I mean, for you to be happy and if you're hurt or angry or whatever, I will like try to fight to make you feel better, but like at this point I'm not doing that shit anymore. Like
Yeah.
if I'm trying to talk to you and communicate with you and you just want to be nasty son of a bitch, so fucking be it. Because like now I'm at the point where it's just like I'm on fucking antidepressants, the highest fucking milligram, okay? They were working great. But now, because I let people control my emotions, it's affecting me that way. And I'm not blaming anybody for that because it's nobody's fault. It's mine because I let it affect me that way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, like, why the fuck am I going to take these antidepressants if they're no longer working? But I got to understand it's the environment. It's my environment. So I'm trying to, work on that.
Yeah, because unfortunately, right, like if you're not going to change your environmental factors, education can only do so much. If you're deadbeat miserable in your environment and I'm taking all the fucking, like you said, highest dose I could take, guess what? It's only going to help you so much. It might take some of those thoughts away, but then eventually that negativity is going to catch up. And that negativity is going to feed in and say, like our brains are
Mm-hmm.
good at that. And, that's why I try to tell people all the time too, like, you are bigger than your brain, right? Because like when your brain could tell you a million. Human brains are so interesting and everyone's is so different, right? When you sit there and think about it, we all think so differently. And yeah, we share similar theories or thoughts or whatever, right? But at the end of the day, we still all think different. We all have different thoughts. We all have different ways of processing things. We all have different, ways to learn and memorize and this and that. And it's just, you have to remember, like, you can control those thoughts. It just takes time and effort and energy to learn how to do that.
Yeah.
And it's hard. It's hard. I mean, girl, I still have not figured it out completely, but I definitely, I think, have gotten better at it. Now, don't get me wrong.
Yeah, I agree.
There's days where I can't pick myself up or whatever, but 9 times out of 10, I can talk myself out of it.
Yeah.
Out of like those thoughts or feelings or whatever, But it's very hard. It's very difficult. It's not easy. Not everyone can do it because sometimes like you just so far in it that it's like, it's hard and it takes a while. And that's what I don't want to happen to you. I don't want you to get to that point.
Yeah.
So I just think you need to just do it. You just gotta do what's best for you and you'll know when you're ready to do that.
Yeah.
And that's part of growth.
Yeah. Um, okay, well, what about okay, so like oftentimes healing means to like revisit and relive like things to understand.
Mm-hmm.
Like not reliving, I guess just revisiting things so you understand better like why did that hurt me so deeply? Why did it affect me so bad? And
Mm-hmm.
then recognizing the patterns like abandonment, self-blaming, stuff like people pleasing. I'm a big people pleaser.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can
Yeah, but like I have been slowly coming with terms of a lot of stuff like that. Like, you have to be comfortable with yourself. Like we talk about this a lot too. Like you have to be able to be comfortable with yourself to actually let a lot of that kind of stuff go. Like I have a major fear of abandonment. Like friends, significant others, whatever the case may be. Like I honestly it's as bad, but like I'm starting to be like because I'm alone. Like I don't have my kids all the time and like so now it's just like whatever. Like now I'm just like if you want to go, go. That's how
yeah.
I'm now. Like I think that that's a big step.
Yeah, and I think that's helping you, like the nights where you don't have the kids, like being there by yourself. I think it's definitely helping you. I know at first you were afraid to like have those moments without your kids, but like I really think those moments are starting to help you realize like I can do this. I
Yeah.
actually like doing this. You know what I mean? Like, I love my kids, but let me tell you, it's nice to have a break, right? Like,
Of
it's
course.
nice to, just be alone in your room sometimes with yourself with no noise, like
Girl, you just because like every night, man, they just go. They're just like the Energizer Bunny. They're just arguing, going, making messes. I'm just like, I'm gonna whoop your
mhm.
ass, but I don't.
Yeah, you're like beat you and you're like, but I'm not.
But they know that I won't. Like literally, CJ. This is so off topic now. Like CJ, the one time I was like, I'm gonna come up there and I'm gonna whoop your asses. And then there's my two little ones. But what did we do? Or I'm not doing anything. And then CJ's like, you say that every time and you don't. I'm like, ooh, little boy, maybe I should just start whooping.
One day
I'm gonna
I'm
grab
gonna
the
come
belt. I'm gonna threaten him with a belt and be like, you see this
there.
belt? You see this belt?
Listen, they're lucky.
Yeah. Do you have like moments that helped you like going like like realizing like why did something hurt me so bad or whatever, or you just let that shit go? How do you?
Oh, girl, yeah, no, I don't. I'm not perfect. I just don't let things go.
You
I
sure?
harp on them for a while sometimes. Oh no, I'm positive. Yeah, I know. I harp on things for. It depends what it is. It depends what it is. I'm getting better at like being like, all right, these are the things I can control and these are the things I can't, right? That's my new favorite thing that I like to tell myself. What can I control? Can I not control that? Okay. So, why am I worrying about it? Why am I stressing out about it? Why am I this? Why, you know what I mean? So,
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying real hard to be at that point in my life because why am I going to sit there and stress out over what somebody else is doing with their life? You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm not saying you, whatever, just in general. Why am I going to do that? Nobody's stressing out over me and mine. I hope not. You know what I mean? Like, I hope nobody is, because at the end of the day, like I said, we are going to do what we want to do. We're going to make our own decisions.
Yeah.
Nobody can make your own decisions but you. So whenever you're ready to make those decisions, guess what? You will, or maybe you won't. But you have to live with it at the end of the day. And that's what I tell people all the time. It's your life, you gotta live it, right? Like, it's my life, I gotta live it. So it is what it is. I mean, people could agree with it, not agree with it, whatever. But at the end of the day, I have to live it. So it's my life to live. If I want to live it miserably, let me.
True. That is
I'm
really
just
true.
saying. I'm not saying I'm miserable. I'm just saying in general. Like,
Oh yeah, no, I know you're not miserable.
yeah, if somebody wants to live their life like that, then let them.
Yeah.
But guess what? You're not going to complain to me about it every day. You're not. I'm sorry, but that's where I draw the thin line. That's my boundary
Yeah. That is a
that I've set
boundary.
for myself.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we've talked about that. Like, it's different in my opinion when, like I said, you're sitting there saying, listen, these are the things I need to change. I know I need to change them. I'm doing these steps to change them. It's just going to take me some time, right? Nobody's perfect, but the fact that you can sit there and own up to the shit and say, I know I need to change some of this. I know it's not good, and I'm working on that. Instead of sitting here saying, oh, yeah, you're right, you're right. And then just going right back and doing the same shit you was doing yesterday or 2 days ago. Like, not even trying to make those small changes. There's a difference. There's a difference. And that could just be me, but that's how I look at it. Like, honestly, like, I mean, it's different when you hold yourself accountable compared to like when you're just trying to sit there and woe is me, my life. My
Yes.
life sucks. My life sucks. But these are the choices I'm making. But my life sucks.
Yeah. Like, I'm not trying to like be rude or anything. Like, I hate a woe me bitch or man. I'm sorry, I don't mean to say bitch. Like, I really hate people that are just like woe me all the time. Like, that shit irritates me because like, okay, but you need to make changes. You need to do something because like it's
Mm-hmm.
at that point where it's just like it's a constant thing and it's all the time. So like, what are you doing?
Mm-hmm.
Do
And
you like?
life is hard for everybody.
Yes. Yes.
We
Yeah.
all struggle with shit.
Yeah. Life is not easy. There's no fucking handbook on how to live life. So,
Mm.
everybody's struggling. Everybody has their struggles. Like some people less than others, which is great. You know what I mean? But like still everybody's got problems.
Yeah. And some people struggle differently. Okay,
Yeah.
maybe you're not struggling financially, but you struggling like this, or you struggling financially, but you're not struggling like that. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
we all have our shit, so it's like you gotta figure it out eventually,
Exactly.
just
Exactly.
like the rest of us.
But I also won't ever tell somebody they're wrong for feeling how they feel because like, everybody feels differently. Like for an example, like one time somebody was talking about like when I was losing my house. And like this other person was just like, oh my God, like blah, 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 blah. And then a third party was like, we all have problems. And I'm like, okay, what are you, right now I'm dealing with a serious problem. Like I'm not saying not everybody's problems are serious, but I'm about to be homeless with 3 kids. So you telling me, like you just saying that just to say that is crazy. Like I know everybody's got their problems, but don't ever downplay somebody else's problems because that is fucked up. Your problems aren't more serious than the next.
Mm.
Everybody handles that shit different. People need to realize and grow from that also because like what's the point of that? To compare? Is it a competition? Because I don't want to have problems and I don't want other people to have problems and struggle with their life
Mhm.
because it's not healthy.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I agree. I don't like that either. Like, I try not to do that either. Like, I don't ever want to tell somebody, like, your feelings are invalid. Like, that's how you feel.
Yeah,
Okay. I hear you. I hear your feelings. Those are your feelings. It's completely valid to feel how you're feeling. I'm never going to try and take that away from somebody. And I might have in the past. I might have in the past been like, oh, well, you know what I mean? Blah, 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 blah. But at the same time, like, you learn from that, right? And you grow from that. And it's okay to own up to things that you've done that you're like, oh, maybe I shouldn't have done that. Maybe I shouldn't have been like that. We're all human. So, like, the important part is that we learn from it and we grow from it.
yeah.
But if you're still doing things the same way and expecting something to change, that's not how it works.
If you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. That's all I gotta say to that.
That's a good one. We're fortune cookies now. Yeah. I just, I just think it takes a lot of inner healing, inner searching, soul searching,
I know. I don't know how to like to
how to word
it.
it.
Yeah.
Just say it. Are you looking at your notes?
No, maybe I should. Let me see. Hold on. Okay, well, you have something because I don't know how to like word anything right now. Like my brain is like a
Um, do you have any major lessons that helped you think, like along the way, grow as an individual? Something you can think of?
major lesson that made me grow.
Hmm.
Losing somebody that I really love because of my way of being and all my trauma. Like I know the one time this person said to me like, just because you have all this stuff that happened to you doesn't mean I have to heal you, and that doesn't mean I have to put up with that, and it doesn't mean that I have to be treated this way or deal with so much, because like I'm a lot, which is really bad for me to say. This part I need to work on. Like I'm a lot. Like I have a lot wrong. Like I'm mentally fucked. There I am joking about it again. But like that really, opened my eyes, because like when you really care about somebody and love somebody like this, it doesn't matter if they're your friend or significant other. Like really, I cared about this person with my whole heart, my whole being. Like, and it's just really hard when somebody tells you that. Like you have to sit with yourself and really think about it, because like I sat there and I was just like, you know what, you're right. You're right. But like, I don't know. It's just really hard. It made me do a lot of growing, made me realize I need a lot of help and I need to work on myself a lot. And, sucks, but it's a life lesson and you have to learn and you have to go through this shit. So,
Yeah, for
what about
sure.
you?
I think moving
Okay.
4 years ago, even, I think I was different compared to what I am now. I don't know if you agree to that or not, but I just think it's like, I mean, I've been through a lot of hard shit, moving away, lost my grandmother, got injured, had to change my career path temporarily for something that I really love doing and thought I was going to spend the rest of my life doing. And it just makes you really think, like, and realize, hey, why'd I leave, right? Personal reasons go along with that, along with needing new surroundings, right? New environment, like needing to get away from that bullshit that was over there. Because
Yeah,
that's really what a lot of it was.
you
Bullshit.
did a lot of barley.
Yeah. And I just couldn't deal with it anymore. Grateful that I had the chance to get away from it with somebody that I love and care about. And yeah, they wanted me to go with them. You know what I mean? Like, because if not, I mean, yeah, I would still obviously be around you and my family and everything, but like, I don't know if I would be who I am today without that change. So who knows? I could be, I could not be. I don't know. I'm not that, I can't tell you because I'm not there, right? So it's yeah, it definitely helps separating myself from certain things, certain environments, being able to detach myself from all that.
Yeah.
It's not that I don't think about it or I don't want to think about it or whatever, or I don't try to do things or help or this and that, but it's a lot easier for me being all the way here in Florida than back in that small town in Pennsylvania, you know what I mean? So it is what it is, but I really think that, and plus, like I said, getting injured and having that whole mentality of like, oh my God, I finally know what I want to do with the rest of my life, and then being like, well, that's put on hold.
You want to talk about like tell what happened and what you wanted to do and like now how that affected you? Or you don't want
Oh,
to talk?
yeah. Yeah, so I mean, I guess, those of you who don't know me on a more personal level, I can't even talk. I was a registered behavioral technician and I was going to school for my master's to become a board certified behavioral analyst. And I wanted to do that for like the rest of my life. And I was working with a really great company and I unfortunately got injured at work. I tripped over a stupid mini trampoline and I tore my Achilles tendon completely, a full tear. Uh, yeah, on my left side of my ankle. And nobody knew for a month. I was still working. I was walking around on it and I was in a lot of pain and the pain I just kept going back to the doctors and finally they were like, "Let's send you for what is that, an MRI or a CAT scan, whatever it is." And
I think.
Yeah. What? Wait. What? You think it's what? Yeah. Yeah. And I had to be in that. I had to do that machine test for 30 minutes. That was so annoying. Of just my ankle, by the way. Which I guess is better than my whole body because that machine is like that circular, but anyway. You don't go, it's not like the big circular one where you're like enclosed in it, but it's like a big circle. But anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, so then they found out that it was a full tear, 14 or 15 millimeter tear right off the bone, pretty much. So what happened was my foot got stuck under the leg of the trampoline and I just fell forward. So basically, like, my foot stopped, but my body kept going. So it just attached. And yeah, I knew right away something was not right. It's not funny. It was really bad. I was literally like, thank God there was other people in the room too that saw it. There was two other RBTs and a supervisor. So it's not like that anyone could say I did it on purpose or I faked it or whatever because they all witnessed what happened. But as soon as I fell, my supervisor was like, "Oh no!" And then I started crying. She was like, "Oh my God!" And then she realized, like, "Oh, you're in pain, like something." So then she ran. They all ran to the office except one of them, and because there were still kids in the room. Like I said, I'm working as an RBT. You work with kids that have behavioral health. I don't want to say disorders or basically kids who either are on the spectrum or those who have things like defiance disorder, ADHD, stuff like that. But so we have to make sure we're supervising, we're with the kids all the time and everything. And but yeah, so they all come in the room, I'm sitting there. I kind of felt like Peter, when he fell on the ground and he's like except I was like crying. And my leg was just convulsing. Like I literally could not make it up. Like my leg would not stop shaking. And my bosses are in there and they're like, "Oh my God, like da da da, like are you okay?" Like, and I'm like, "No, no." Like literally, I'm like, it was so bad. I'm like cursing. They're like, "Who do you need us to call? Who do you need us to call?" So it was horrible. They want to know that I wanted an ambulance. I'm like, "Do not call an ambulance. Like somebody will just come get me. I will go to the hospital." I was not trying to do the whole ambulance thing.
No.
And let me tell you, getting me out of the building, whoo, that was hard because they had to put me in a wheelie chair to get me out the building because I couldn't walk.
Yeah.
And like getting me up off the floor was hard enough because can't put no weight on it, and that was really difficult. And yeah, and I remember just putting like weight on it to get up because I had to. Like I have no choice.
Yeah. Imagine the
It
pain.
was just numb. Like I literally just like I just remember feeling like numb. I'm like, "Oh my God, like I think I definitely broke something." Like I knew. I was like, that's a big boo-boo." Like and I felt so bad because my one supervisor, me and my other supervisor go to Publix down the street and get ice and it was raining.
Shit.
We had to run down to Publix because we had no ice. Our freaking freezer was broken, of course, at that time. So she had to run and go get me ice so we can ice it because they didn't know what was wrong, at the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. But anyway, long story short, tore my Achilles tendon, back and forth to appointments and doctors and this and that, blah, blah, blah. Still trying to figure it out. Years later, it's still not fixed. I'm still trying to figure some stuff out with the surgery, because it's not a simple surgery and is it even worth me getting the surgery at this point? It's been 2 years that I've been living with no Achilles attached. But the doctor did say he can tell like it tried to partially attach, like it tried to heal. Excuse me, it's still like obviously it's still not like it was, like on my other side.
Yeah.
So I get a lot of pain every now and again. I get horrible, horrible cramps in my calf, right? Because my calf does a lot of work now that my Achilles was, because your Achilles tendons is attached to your calf. So like my calf is like fucked up now too. It's like it's bad. But
I'm not laughing at you, by the way. I'm not. Don't.
no, 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 you're okay.
I'm just
I
thinking
trust me.
I tore my
I like
my ankle ligaments and you were there, but it just made me think of that. So like it just popped in my head. But yeah, so
that shit hurts. So yeah, so pretty much it changed my career path temporarily. Hopefully one day I could go back to it, and I'm
yeah.
never gonna say never. And I just have a different path right now, and that's okay. And it took me a long time to come to those terms. And because obviously I can't be a RBT anymore at the moment because I cannot run around with the children. Walking on my foot for too long, it gets really swollen and hurts a lot and causes me a lot of pain. So I started working from home now, and we're, that's where we're going with it right now.
Yeah.
Hopefully, like I said, in this new year, I can get my health insurance right, get everything I need to do to see, like, should I even get the surgery? So, because like I said, it's not a easy surgery. It's more, and like, it's not like a normal person who tears their Achilles tendon, they go and get that repaired immediately, right? That's normally a surgery that's done immediately. Mind you, like I said, they didn't know for a whole month what was wrong. So that's a whole month of my body trying to heal and swell and all that. And so basically, I have to do like a tendon transfer, is what they call it. So they have to take one of my big toe tendons, which, if you didn't know, your big toe has two.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. What?
Yeah, you didn't know that?
No.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, your big toe has two tendons attached to it.
What the?
Yeah, I didn't know it either, but I learned it once the specialist told me exactly how the surgery would go.
Right there.
Yeah, so basically they just have to take one tendon from the big toe, and I would still have function, right? But it wouldn't be the same kind of function. But I could still move my toe, but not like the same. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does. It does
Yeah,
make
and
sense,
then
but I could
it's just a
never do
lot.
that.
Like, it's a lot. Look up tendon transfer surgeries. You guys will pretty serious surgery. And then you can't walk on it for like 4 to 8 weeks. Like, no weight on it whatsoever. And then after that, it's like boot time. Then it's like slowly incorporating, because you tear that again and you're screwed.
Oh
So,
yeah, you're fucked. Now that we're on this topic, we're so like now I'm getting deep diving into this shit. I wanted to get my feet operated on because they're ugly. um, yeah, you can't with that too. Like you can't walk 2 to 4 weeks, and then 4 to 6 weeks you can't wear regular shoes or full
hmm
activity until 3 to 6 months.
yeah.
I didn't realize that. So like
hmm
your ankles and feet need a lot of time to heal. That's insane.
Well, yeah, because when you think about it, you're
Wait,
putting all your body weight on it. It's different from like arms and shit, right? Sometimes
what?
I wish I would have broke my arm instead, but
Yeah, no, girl. Trust me, I agree with you.
like, I wish I would have fell on my arm and just broke my arm. Like, why'd it have to be my freaking tendon? But, it is what it is. But that has helped me grow as an individual. And I never in my life would have thought that would happen to me, but it did. So,
Gotta exit that.
fun
Anyway,
stuff. Fun stuff. Was it fun in the moment? No. Is it fun now? No.
no, I can't wait for you to heal. Well, obviously not heal, but like get back to kind of being normal. But I know it's gonna take a long time. And then I don't know.
Mhm.
I'm not a doctor, but I'm afraid for you to get the surgery because they said it doesn't always work, right? So
Yeah, like there's like some people who still experience the same pains and everything, right? Because like even the doctor told me like you can get the surgery, but like you're never gonna be 100% like you were before. It's never gonna be the same. So I would have more function, right? That's hopefully the goal. So maybe I'll be able to tippy toe again and stuff like that. But
yeah, I just
I don't know the extent to it. And I know when I was in physical therapy, the one physical therapist told me that they think like I shouldn't even get the surgery because they've seen a lot of people get that surgery done, and they said that they still like know people who experienced like the same amount of pain, like even after, they were still experiencing swelling or pain or this or that. Because it's a major tendon. It does a lot of work for you when you're like, you don't think about it. Like, it literally, like, they were surprised actually at the fact that I could still walk and function and everything, especially with a full tear,
yeah.
because most people can't. Yeah, so I guess I got lucky in that aspect, but
Yeah, girl, and that's
I
like
really had no choice.
yeah, that's like when I tell you all the time, like stop, like rest. You're like, I can't live my life like that forever, and you're right, you can't. Like, you can't just live your
hmm
life on a fucking chair and on a bed or on a couch for the rest of your life, elevating your fucking leg. You know what I mean? Like, you have to live. And I
Yeah.
understand. It also is just like slow down a little bit, Carlee, because you be doing way too much.
Yeah, I do a lot more than I used to though. So that, I mean, like I said, I've just gotten so used to it. I've gotten so used to it. Like my body is just adjusted to it now at this point. The only time it gets really bad is if I'm on it for a long period of time and then it's like really swollen and it's aching and it hurts just really bad. So, but we all have our own issues, like we said, and that has made me learn, like, live in the moment and don't ever take things for granted. And, like, everything happens for whatever reason, whether we know the reason or not, right? Like, maybe I thought I was on the right path, maybe I wasn't, I don't know, maybe I was, and just got shitty things happen sometimes, right? Who knows? But I just, I grieved it, I went through it, I'm dealing with it, and I am trying to just pick up the pieces and put myself back together. Like I said, it's been 2 years, so I can't continue to let that define me and control what I do and how I live my life. At the end of the day, I have an injury, it is what it is. Some people know about it, some people don't. People might look at me weird. I limp a little bit now because I have no, like I said, no Achilles tendon on my one side, but it is what it is. Like, you have to adjust, right? So I've adjusted to my way of living, and that's helped me grow as an individual because, like I said, it definitely taught me a lot.
Yeah,
But
that
yeah,
that, that was a process for you, and it still is.
yeah,
But you have grown a lot, I think, and you had to come with
yeah.
terms with that, which I know is hard.
Yeah, definitely was not easy. Definitely was not easy. I know when I was still in therapy, like, my therapist was like, well, how do you feel about not having that job anymore? Because that is grief, or, that you are grieving, that job or that thought or that this or that, and I'm like, wow, you're right. Like, that's why I'm so sad about it. Because I was grieving the fact that I couldn't do that anymore. And it was really something I loved to do, and I was good at it. And I thought I was going to spend the rest of my life doing stuff like that, and maybe eventually I will again, but right now I'm not, and it is what it is.
Yeah,
I can't just dwell on that and be like, oh well, you know what I mean? I don't want to do anything else. So no, I have to continue living. So I have to figure it out. So
and you
same
will.
goes yeah, same goes for anyone else. Like, you got to figure things out eventually.
Don't sit there in the self pity moment. It's okay to
Mhm.
have like woe is me, but not forever. Because I'm sure you were
Yep.
like, woe is me, I'm blah blah blah, life's terrible, me.
Yeah, I'm like, why
Just
me? Why
yeah,
did it have to be me?
and it's normal, but to keep sitting there and harping on it's just it's not good. And that's good that you have grown, and that you not sitting there still harping on it. Like I'm sure you think about it time and time, like sometimes, like occasionally or whatever, like, but you're not sitting there letting that affect you anymore or stop you from living your life, and that's really good.
Yeah, I just don't want it to dictate me and what I do and how I live my life, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, it is what it is. And we all, like I said, deal with our own things and go through our own things and cope with them all differently. But it's when you're ready to change something or think about something differently, you will.
Yeah.
And, the fact is, like I said, you can't just sit there forever and say, why won't this change? Why won't this change? Why won't this change? And you're not making any changes. So
Yeah.
that's why.
Mm-hmm.
Or you're not just doing what you have to do in that moment to get through it, right? Because, like, sometimes we have to do things we don't want to do to get through a moment of time. It is what it is. When I went and lived back with my grandmother, I was living on a porch that was barely enclosed. You think I wanted to do that? No, no. But I didn't have many options. So you got to do what you got to do. You know what I mean? I mean, it was not fun, but I did it for 2 years. So it's like, you just, in those moments, you have to just do what you need to do and decide, like, how do I change this? And then
True.
change it.
Mm-hmm.
But everyone's different. Again, not everybody has the mental capacity to deal with certain things or want to deal with certain things. Does that make sense? But yeah. Anything else you want to say about that?
No, I mean, you ready to end?
Oh, it's up to you. I'm just saying, if you want to add
No,
anything else.
about that. But if you have more stuff to talk about, I'm here.
I don't know. I mean, I think we pretty much hit a lot of our points, right? So it's just, I mean, healing and growing and how to change, and
Yeah.
or do you want to change? No? Okay.
Yeah. I have
Do
a little
do it.
before we like. Oh my gosh, the whole thing's just. I got like a little. I don't know, like a little note. It says, "Growth with healing is quiet before it is visible. It begins when you stop running from your pain and start listening to it. Not everything breaks loudly. Some things soften slowly in private. Transformation doesn't ask you to erase who you were. It asks you to thank that version for surviving, then gently loosening the armor you will no longer need. There will be days when healing feels like progress and days when it feels like standing still. Both are a part of becoming whole. You are not behind. You are learning how to return to yourself with more honesty, more tenderness, and less fear of who you are becoming. Period. bitch. Mic drop.
Yeah, I like that. That's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a good note to end it on. So with that, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Thanks for tuning in. To our subscribers, we have 43 of you on YouTube. Appreciate it. And hopefully that continues to grow. We just want to say thank you to those of you who do watch and follow and comment. I do see your comments on Instagram, so
We love the feedback.
love it. Yeah, I love to see it, and I love the engagement. And this is really just we enjoy doing this. It gives us time to sit here and have deep conversations. We already have, by the way, but so the rest of the world can hear it. But yeah, just thank you guys who do watch and who are continuing to watch, and please like and share and subscribe if you haven't already.
And
Yeah.
the next episode is going to be about dating and breadcrumbing, ghosting, and the bare minimum in today's age. So if you guys have any stories or anything you want to share, please feel free so we can talk about it.
Yep. Please let us know in our DMs. I do read them.
It goes down and
let us know. Yeah, or comment down below. But we appreciate it. Thanks for tuning in to the Let's Talk About It podcast. I'm Carly.
And I'm Kat.
And thanks for tuning in.
Bye.
Bye.